This is our live Q&A. Typically, we do it at Myshire Farm every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I have been unavailable the past couple of weeks. We've skipped 2 of them. Last week was Easter. The week before that, I forget what happened, but I think I was on my trip. Was that only 2 weeks ago? Good Lord. Good Lord. Time flies when you're having fun, right? So if you can, Verna, if you could let me know you can hear me, we will get started. But I've got a lot of information to share with you tonight. A lot of great stuff coming your way. And then obviously, any questions that you have, we'll try to answer. I'll make sure that you can hear me okay first, and then we will get started. Sounds good. Wonderful. All right. So a couple of announcements first. Number one, my throat already hurts, so it's going to be a long night. And this might be a very short live Q&A since I haven't been on for 2 weeks. And then Terry Katernick's Corner canceled this week as well, so I've kind of missed 3 live Q&As in a row. So it might just be a short night, or it might be a very long night because a lot of people have questions. I have no idea. But a couple things that we do is if you want to let us know where you're from, I always do a shout out from wherever you are. It's always fun to see where everybody is from that is involved with Quail. So that's always a lot of fun. Second is if you've hatched hatching eggs with us and have not given me the hatch rate, you can feel free to do so. We'll discuss it. I will mark it on my notes, and we will update our records with it. So that's a lot of fun as well. Oh yeah. Yeah, okay, so I'll come back to that. Second, let's do an egg availability update. So a lot of stuff is out of stock on my website because it is spring and we are super behind. If you have ordered, the majority of eggs are going out this week. I've shuffled some things around, moved some things around with corporate accounts, and I would say 80% of all my orders will be going out this week. So I'm very excited about that. Our jumbo wilds will be caught up this week. Our jumbo mix will be caught up this week. Snowies, pearls, I don't know. Most of everything that's out of stock on the website will be caught up. So that's great. So I'll be putting the jumbo wilds and the jumbo mix and all kinds of stuff that's out of stock. I will be putting them back on the website a week from today, right after the YouTube live video. Now, with that being said, I've got some really cool news. So before I put them back on the website, I'm going to put in like 2,000 eggs for us so that I can have more layers so that things don't go out of stock and you get your stuff out sooner, blah, 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 right? Okay, so what we're going to actually do is I am going to video the entire process of us doing jumbo. So obviously we're going to put a bunch of colors in. We're going to do all that. I'm not going to go through all that, but it's going to be a completely separate tray, separate way of how I do everything with jumbo wilds. And we're going to go from start to finish. So I'm going to show you what I collect, how I collect them, which ones I choose to collect. We're going to put them in. We will do another video on when we candle. We'll put them into lockdown. We'll show you the hatch and how we put them in the brooders, and then we'll show you the whole weight process the entire time. So we start weighing them at 2 weeks old. We've been weighing them at 2 weeks old. We're actually going to stop weighing them at 2 weeks. We're going to start weighing them at 3 weeks instead, and then we weigh them every week until they're old enough. But we are going to be doing something completely different with jumbos for everybody in about 6 weeks. So I'm going to show you this entire process and then roll out our new jumbo, our new jumbo line, I guess, or the way we're gonna do jumbos. I don't really know how to say it. So that's super exciting. So again, if you're new, thank you very much for showing up. If you're not new, thank you very much for continuing to support the channel. If you would like to support the channel, I'd greatly appreciate it if you just hit the like button. That's all I need from you. Makes me feel better, and it gets the awareness of Quail out there a little bit more, and grows the popularity of the channel a little bit more. So I'd greatly appreciate it if you could do that. And we will get to your questions in just a second. Just a real quick recap. If you are new, we do two different things. Number one, if you want to let me know where you're from, I will be happy to do a shout out for that. That's always fun to see where everybody's from. And then second, if you've hatched eggs from us out, feel free to let me know what the hatch rate is. I will mark that on our records and update our list. We are currently sitting at a 74% hatch rate for the year, which was kind of remarkable because we had a really bad February. The weather, the post office, just everything. So yeah, we stepped it up tremendously after February. So that's wonderful. But if you want to let me know what your hatch rate was, I'd greatly appreciate it. Again, hit that like button. Verna is our moderator on here. So thank you very much for all that you do. Me and her had a discussion, I think 2 weeks ago. We've got some really big things planned in about 3 weeks, but I need to get some stuff done before I commit to it. But that is the plan, so that's very exciting as well. Again, Jumbo Wilds, Jumbo White Wing, or nope, not White Wings. I'm super behind on those. Jumbo Wilds, Jumbo Mix, Snowies, Pearls, Pansy Fees, whatever else I took off the website because we were so backed up. They will all be back on next week after our live Q&A, so that is super exciting. I had a couple comments or questions, texts this week about Katernik's Corner. He just had some internet issues, and then we couldn't really schedule anything else this week. When I was available, he wasn't. When he was available, I wasn't. So I don't think we're going to be rescheduling that. I think we'll just do it again the first Tuesday of every month. And because it is, I missed 2 weeks in a row. This is technically the first Sunday I've been on. However, I didn't know how it was going to go because I've missed so many. So next Sunday, not only am I going to put everything back on the website, but I will be doing the 18 and under contest. The 18 and under contest is anyone that is 18 or under can email me at Zack, Z-A-C-K, at myshirefarm.com. You can let me know why you want quail and what you want to do with them. And we pick a winner each month, and I give away 60 eggs, free shipping, free everything, to help them get started. And Wynola Ranch is so kind enough to sponsor us. They send a cage to them. So we are trying to encourage and support and enthuse the next generation in self-sufficiency, entrepreneurship, and so on and so forth. Again, this is a live Q&A. I know I'm rambling on about all kinds of stuff, but if you have questions, feel free to put it in the comments, and I promise I will get to them as soon as I can. All right, I think that's it. So we've got some big stuff coming your way. Verna and I on the YouTube channel in about 3 weeks we'll get started. Talk to you about the egg availability update. Told you what we do here on the channel. Also, the 18 and under contest, I will announce the winner next Sunday because I just didn't know how many people were going to be showing up this week. Support the channel by hitting the like button, and I'm going to say it again. We're doing a whole new thing with jumbos. We're pretty ready now, but I'm actually going to wait until we do this playlist. Now, I am moving the Snowies out tomorrow from the breeder pen, so that video on the playlist is coming, all about the colors on the Snowies, also on the Rosettas. I'll be posting that in the next few weeks. I'll be ready to go on those. I want to get these numbers in, and then we'll give you accurate numbers on that. We've got some really cool stuff in the pipeline that I can't really talk about yet, but I've had some really great help on some things, some really cool things coming your way as far as colors go. and as far as explanation of colors and what they look like and pictures and things like that. And then because I'll be caught up with jumbos, we're going to be putting in a full set of jumbos for us, for extra breeders. I am going to do a playlist on our YouTube channel on the entire process. So we're going to show you how we pick the eggs, when we put them in, how we do it. We're going to show you how we candle them. We're going to show you once they hatch, what our hatch rate was, what our fertility rate was, what we put them into the brooder, what our fatality is, and then weighing every week after that. And then we will announce our new standard on jumbo. So I'm very excited about all of that. So stay tuned for all of that. Make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss it, because we've got a lot of really great stuff coming your way. And last but not least, before I get to your questions, hit the like button, support the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. All right, here we go. So Don Cook is in the house, says hello, everyone. Bill is in the house from Missouri. Welcome. Carrie is in the house from Southwest Missouri as well. I've sure missed this. Well, thank you very much. I'm glad to be back. Jesse Mills is in the house from Iowa. Never been there. Don Cook is in the house. Muddy Farm 75 from Southern Indiana. Welcome. Glad you're here. The La Rochelle Farm from Connecticut. Welcome. I got your order this week. I think you had a specific ship date. I think it was not this week, but next. But you are on the list. Muddy Farm says 45 out of 50 sex links hatched this week. 21 girls, 24 boys. 45 out of 50. I will take that every day of the week. I did not bring a piece of paper and a pen. Well, it's on the iPad. I'm just going to go back and forth, and I'll just mark it on the list now, shall we? So, give me just a second here. What I do is I ask my customers to let me know what their hatch rate was on what they ordered. So, for example, Muddy Farms 75, I'm assuming got 60 sex links, but they only ordered 50. So that's what I calculate the hatch rate on what you purchased. We guarantee a 50% hatch rate on shipped eggs on what you purchased. And so, for example, they got 45 out of 50 sex links. And then I can let you know whenever you ask what our average hatch rate is for the year on shipped eggs, which is super cool. And we've also broken it down probably in the past 9 months or something on each kind. So as far as I know what the highest hatch rate is, what color hatches the highest on shipped eggs and what hatches the lowest on shipped eggs and everything in between. So that's why I ask for all that. I very rarely explain that. So Jay Cole's in the house from Page, Texas. Welcome. David Gilmore is in the house from Idaho Falls, Idaho. Welcome. Not been to Idaho either. Rich Ross from Auburn, Michigan. Welcome. I have been to Michigan. Nick is in the house. Nick Dora, welcome. Marius is in the house from South Africa. I know it's late there. I appreciate it. I have seen your setup on Katernik's Corner. Very impressed with the setup. It looks really cool. So you should be very proud. Karina Miller says hello from Rochester, New York. Our jumbos hatched last week. We got 69 out of 110. 4 didn't make it much past hatching, so we ended up with 65. That's not too hateful. I have to go back out. Give me just a second. Jumbo out 60. Not bad, not bad. Congratulations. Kasumi Rose says, shout out from Western Tennessee. Thank you for the eggs. They went into the incubator 3 days ago. I bought jumbo mix. That's great. Congratulations. Glad they got there quickly. I don't know if you're regularly on here or not, but last time I was on, or maybe the week before, somebody had hatching eggs that took 12 days in shipping because the post office just got real sloppy. And they had like a 90% hatch rate. It was insane. I got another text message this week that we shipped to Alaska took 12 days, and they got an 85% hatch rate on shipped eggs. So I'm very excited about how things are going on that. And I lost my spot, dear God. Okay. Midwest Kristen says hello from Central Wisconsin at Whiskey Tango Farms. Missed everyone. Hope everyone is doing great. Absolutely. Thank you very much for being here. Charlotte says, Zach, greetings from Toccoa. I think I said that right. Georgia. Been to Georgia. I've not been to Wisconsin. Looking forward to the new egg shipment. Absolutely. I'm super excited about it. We've been working extremely hard on it for quite some time now. Don Cook says, thumbs up, everyone. Absolutely. Support the channel by hitting that thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. Muddy Farm 75 says, update on auctions. Very good question. So it's going to be a while. Long story short, it's probably never going to happen during spring any year. So we do auctions on a Facebook page, Myshire Farm Egg Auctions, and we just have fun with it and offer different varieties and things like that. And I just don't have the product right now to be able to offer anything that goes out very quickly. Once it slows down a little bit, I can't wait to get back into it because it really is a lot of fun for everybody, including myself. And then I get to kind of interact with everybody. It's a lot of fun. We don't have anything right now. Not enough eggs. Who knew? So it'll be a while, unfortunately. Katrina's Corner says, sorry about the missed stream Tuesday. We had internet connection issues. Zach will be back on the first Tuesday of May. Hello, everyone. There you go. He confirmed what I said. Carrie says, what's the best food to feed quail? They are 12 weeks old and have not laid eggs yet. I've been feeding them Purina Game Bird. I've never tried the Purina. I've got a lot of customers that had Purina. They've switched and they do a lot better off of it, but some people swear by it. I don't know. I've never experienced it. But we do have some feed videos on our YouTube channel that you could check out. But we recommend a layer feed once they're 10 weeks old. So you could do a generic layer feed, or you could do a game bird layer feed. Something high in high in calcium and fiber. We recommend between 15 to 18% in protein once they're 10 weeks old, and a 3 to 4% calcium, and I believe it's a 1.5% fiber, but I don't know that for sure. It is on our video, so I would check that out. I think it's 1.5 though. David Gilmore says 93 out of 110 hatch from Myshire Jumbo Wilds. That is awesome. Congratulations. I will mark that down now. Congratulations on that. I'm very excited to show everybody what we've been doing with the new jumbos. So I'm very excited about that. I have had a ton of customers recently reach out and say that, they ordered jumbos every year. They've noticed a huge difference in size, and they're very happy with them. The jumbos that we've been working on that we'll be introducing shortly and that we'll be doing videos on are laying at about 5.5 weeks old. Inconsistently at about 6.5 weeks, they're laying consistently, and I'm very, very pleased with them. So I'm very excited to show you all that. Heather from Vermont is in the house listening as I milk the goats. Evening, everyone. Welcome. Glad you're here. And that is a hard job. I've not done a goat. I've done cow, but it's got to be hard. Midwest Kristen says, shout out to Jenna Green for holding down the fort while Zach was on vacation. She was great to work with in typical Myshire fashion. She's probably better at it than I am. I just have more dedicated time to it. But yeah, she did great while I was down. Hit the thumbs up, show your love. Absolutely. Support the channel by hitting that thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it. Jay's in the house says hello all from Huntsville, Texas. My first attempt in lockdown, and tomorrow's day 17. Jumbo wild eggs from Zach. That's great. Best of luck to you. I wish you all the best. Hopefully you'll be on next week and let us know that you got a 90% hatch rate. Jack is in the house, says hello from Washington. I've never been to Washington. I think the kids and I counted it up the other day. I think it was like 35 states. But it seems like everybody that's on here is the places I haven't been. I've never been to South Africa either. Hello from Washington. I just got my eggs 2 weeks ago. Somehow the package got very damaged on the way here, but due to the great packaging, not a single egg broke. They are due in a few days. That's great. Congratulations. Best of luck. And again, I hope to see you next week with a great hatch rate. William's in the house from Wisconsin. Welcome. Jeff from Illinois is in the house. I have been to Illinois. Proud to say. Marius says, I am putting eggs now in my incubator, and they say it is Italian. We'll see in 16 days. My first color, I only have Jumbo Wild in English. Well, there you go. That's very exciting for you. Jack is in the house, says, I was worried some might have scrambled, but I've only lost 2 eggs so far. The air sacs have returned to a normal shape and size, and I can't wait for them to hatch. That is wonderful. We are very proud of the shipping process that we do. It takes us a long time to do it, how we do it, but wouldn't change it. Mike says, howdy from New Hampshire. Got your jumbos in 4 days, set on day 5, and go into lockdown Thursday the 15th. That's super exciting. Best of luck to you. Michael says, thanks for the help this week. Not a problem. I believe you went out this week. I thought. There were so many orders. There's still so many orders. It stresses me out, everybody. And then everybody wants ETAs, and I mean, I get it. I'm not mad that people are asking for ETAs because I'd want to know too. But whew, that's a full-time job just trying to figure out when they're going to go out. But yeah, I think you went out. I remember thinking you were going out. Sillamore 1961 says, hi from North Central Arkansas. Welcome. Obviously, I've been to Arkansas. Just a recap real quick. If you order, we don't hold the eggs. So once the eggs are ready, we ship them out. So they're not waiting around. So I might print the label a couple days in advance, but until the eggs are ready, they obviously don't go out. So, your eggs are always shipped the same day they're laid, unless it's like a massive order that takes me 2 days to do. I've got a huge corporate order that's weekly from January to August. It's about close. It's like 5,200 eggs a week, and they have to go out a certain day of every week. And it's big corporate account. Blah blah. They obviously are not day one, but they know this, and they were really trying last week to really up the order to 7,500, and I said no. I said, I can't keep up with orders now. So what I'm giving you is the most I'm willing to give you. And that's only because we agreed upon it, and next year we are going to have to revisit that contract. So Jessica says, hello, glad you're back. Thank you very much. Glad to be back. Matt from Harrod, Ohio, welcome. Obviously, I've been here. That's where I live as well. Not talking to me. J. Cole says my hatch rate from eggs received on 3/18 was 50 out of 58. That's not bad at all. Congratulations. I'll put it under miscellaneous. J. Cole, if I haven't bored you and you're still on, if you could let me know what kind of eggs you ordered, I will mark that on there. 50. Give me just a second here. I know this is taking a little bit longer than me just writing it down, but it's saving me a step later on, so I apologize for that. Again, if you can support the channel by hitting that like button, I would greatly appreciate it. I try to get to 100 likes every week because that makes me feel good. Let's see, what kind of eggs do you get? Oh, okay. How are the orders with the FS mix? I have some ordered for next week delivery. Still doable? Yes. Like I said at the beginning, I don't know if you missed it, but I would say about 80, maybe more, 80% or more of orders that have already ordered are going out this week. So I'm getting massively caught up this week. So yeah, that's not a big deal. And then I'm actually going to be waiting a few days. I'm actually going to be using some jumbos, which really is against what I really want to do. But to get the corporate order out, I'm actually going to use jumbos for a few days so that I can get all these colored orders out to get everybody caught up, which I really hate to do. But on the same token, I don't want people to wait longer than what they have to anyway. And for the most part, everybody's been very patient and understanding. So that's wonderful. And thank you very much for that. It stresses me out anyway, but it's the nature of beast. I'm waiting on eggs. All right. But yeah, that's still doable. I think it was like 20th or something like that. Not a big deal at all. Karina Miller says one of our last hatches is the smallest I've ever seen. I have it with one other small, but still much bigger together and will keep as my pet. I have named it Tiny Tim, strong and healthy little guy. Well, there you go. Congratulations. Um, Kishan Chen, I believe, had my first hatching last Thursday. Do it yourself incubator, used eggs from my own birds, got a 60% hatch rate. Jamaican quail farmer, thanks for all the information. That's great. Congratulations. Very exciting. Um, Don Cooks has started putting my cages together for the color that I texted you the picture of. Pretty exciting. That's great. They are actually part of our color that we've been researching it for quite some time. So it's in our cage now. I'm just building up the numbers. So we've got a lot of colors coming out this year. So that's super exciting. Found one that works. Says, how long does it take to transition from water bottles to drinking cups? Immediately. They figure it out like that. I don't even think about it anymore. So we do something like bottles in the brooders, and then we just put them into the cage, and they do fine. So no time at all. Don't stress. David says I sold 80 of the 93 chicks for $4 each. There you go. That's a profit right there. Congratulations. I've got 2 or 3 customers that do that, and they don't have a ton of room, nor do they want to build a bunch of cages and take care of them. They want it as a small side business, but they can't put a lot of time into it as far as taking care of all the eggs or all the birds and poop and this, that, and the other. So they just order from us, hatch them out, and then sell them for. I think she sells them for $3 a piece in Washington. But I mean, she gets an 85, 90% hatch rate every time she orders. So she's making a pretty decent side business on that, and that's really the way to do it, I think. Isabella says we had 7 of 12 pearls hatched today, first time with quail, but I'm so excited. That's great. Congratulations. Order eggs and supplies at myshirefarm.com. Well, thanks. Thank you for the shout out. Appreciate it. Yes, you can order eggs and supplies at myshirefarm.com and cool little things like we have a decal you can check out. We've got scissors that you need for quail egg scissors. We've got cartons. We've got shirts that are really cool. So check out our website at myshirefarm.com. Photo Girl Hope says, can you keep jumbos in the same cage as the Caturnix? They're all Caturnix. Jumbo is just a larger Caturnix. But yeah, they all get along just fine if you'd like. But if you're going to breed them, if you put jumbos with standards, you are going to lose some weight if you don't have a specific plan. But if that's not that big of a deal to you, then yeah, they get along. Anyway, Andrea says hello from OKC. Welcome. I've never been there either. Let's see. Uriel, I hope I said that correctly. Where there is going to be live quail for sale on the site. When there's, okay, I got it. So we're not going to have any live quail during spring, and I don't think we're ever going to do live quail during spring again. I think it's going to be more of a midsummer fall kind of thing. But I can't keep up with eggs right now, so we're really not putting a lot in for that, or we're not putting anything in for that. But I'm hoping the goal is that these 2,000 that we're going to be putting in next week, lost track. Yeah. So the goal is we're going to put in 2,000 next week now that we're going to get caught up, have a bunch of extra layers and breeders for us, fill up the rest of our cages. And then we actually have an old cage that we kept that we're going to fill up, and that will be dedicated every week to hatching out for live quail. But that is still down the road, and spring is it's the busy time for eggs. So after spring. Mary says questions. If you were going to butcher, how do you go about it feeding wise? If you were butchering that day, do you feed them that same day or not? We don't feed them the night before. Um, yeah, is pretty much the answer to your question. We don't feed them the night before. So most of our quail have feed all day. Typically, we'll take the feeders off, into the day on the day before, and then we're good to go the next morning. It's typically about 12 hours that we take the feed away. Katrina says hello from California. Welcome. Mary says thanks for the compliment. Yeah, he showed his setup on Katernik's Corner. It was really cool looking. It's an outside setup, but very well done. Very great. I mean, it was very good, very well. It looked really cool. Miss Neb is in the house. Hello, glad to see you. Robert says hi from Minnesota. I've not been to Minnesota. The quail are really starting to lay. That is wonderful news. I like to hear that. Not talking to me. Rochelle Farm says, not sure if you want to warn people on here about where to order your eggs. I texted you this week about the site I found selling your eggs, but you said it was not legitimate where to order. I did look at that site. I couldn't find what you were talking about. So if you could, because I forgot, if you could maybe message me tomorrow and remind me, I'm going to look at it again and probably get some more information from you because I did click on the site. I couldn't find it, but either they took it down or it just wasn't working. We have had internet issues this week because I got new internet, much better internet. However, it was a rough transition. We'll just say that. But everything is working much better now. Hello, everyone from New York. Brad Davis, welcome. Glad you're here. ZSA says hi, Mr. Myshire. Another Zach here saying hi from Minnesota. We'll be buying from you in the future once I get all my chickens and ducks situated. You rock. Well, thank you very much and best of luck to you. Sounds like this might be your first go around with quail. So that is very exciting, and I'm glad you are joining in. Val from the UK is in the house. I know it's super late there. Congratulations. Or thank you very much for showing up. And I've never been to the UK. J. Cole says, have you ever done a study on pointy eggs are males? Yes, and that's not accurate. You can't, it doesn't work. Living a Rogue Life says 30 quail went into lockdown yesterday. How long can they stay in the incubator after one hatches while waiting for the rest to hatch out? We recommend 24 hours. Take the dry ones out, leave the wet ones in, and let it keep going. CC Dickey says, is there a long wait time for jumbo eggs? Middle of March, but still not received. Thanks from Alabama. If you ordered white wings, then yes, I'm still on a wait. Got super behind on white wings. Then they stopped laying for 2 weeks. It was a disaster. So I'm getting caught up with those. They're laying great now. It's just I got super behind. But if you ordered jumbo mix or jumbo wilds, you might want to message me because I don't have that order. David Gilmore says, Zach, for my jumbo wilds, when should I separate male and female from the brooder? And when to put 1 to 5 together? Very good questions. Now, obviously, you do whatever you want to do. But what I recommend is we separate the males from females at 3 weeks old, and then we put them back together at about 8 weeks. And we do a 1 to 5 ratio after that. Brad Davis says, my hatch rate from the eggs I purchased from you was 40 out of 50 of the feathers sexable, and that was awesome, especially having problems controlling the humidity level. That is great news. Congratulations. Well, excuse me. A lot of great hatch rates tonight. Give me just a second here. I'll update that. There it is. Excellent. Congratulations. Midwest Kristen says, sounds like you need to do a tour of the U.S. Yeah, eventually that'd be nice. Samantha Trask says, I need my birds back. Very sad without them. But how long is the wait list looking? Live birds will be a few months still. Most of the hatching eggs will be back on our website a week from today. And maybe an extra hour. I'll be putting a bunch of eggs back on our website after next week's live Q&A. Jumbo Wilds, Jumbo Mix, Pearl, Snowy, Pansy Fee. I don't even know what else I've got out of stock. I was trying to take everything out of stock. It was just insane. But we are getting caught up, so I'm very excited about that. But live birds will still be a few months out. V Low says, do each breeding set need their own cages? Can you put several breeding sets in a big cage all together? You can put them all in a big cage all together. It is called a colony cage. We do recommend you still stick to the 5-to-1 ratio. And we still recommend that you do about 3.5 quail per square foot. Or 3 quail per square foot for jumbos. But yeah, you can use a big colony cage, absolutely. J. Cole says, is there benefit to niacin B3 supplements to help leg development as do for ducks? Not that I am aware of. I don't think that it really impacts them at all, as far as I could tell and what I've heard. So no, I don't believe so. Renee says Larry Rollison from Indiana is on. Welcome, glad you're here. Thank you for showing up. A. Jones says, hi, Zach, checking in from the northeast tip of Ohio. Welcome, glad you're here. Judy from Washington State. What is the name of your video? Do I find it on iTunes? Just ordered 2 dozen from you, my first. That is great. What video? What video? I'm assuming you're talking about the feed video we talked about. No, you'll check it out on our actual YouTube channel. Just go to the Myshire Farm YouTube channel, and you should be able to search their feed, and it should show up. But Verna, if you have the link, Verna is our moderator. She might be able to post the link onto the comments here where you can just click on that. It'll go straight to the video about what we feed and what we recommend. But you did order. Congratulations and best of luck to you. Hope it goes well. Life in Long Island, VC says 40 out of 59 tuxedo quail hatched. Another 10 were fully developed but didn't hatch out. Therefore, the fertile rate is very high. Absolutely. That is wonderful to hear. Still not a bad hatch rate at all. Congratulations on that. Typically, if 10 were fully developed and didn't hatch, your humidity might want to go up just a little bit, maybe about 5% next time, and that should fix that. Just an FYI. Let me put that on the list. 40 out of 59, 40 out of 50. Excellent. Congratulations again. Larry says hi from, I think, Colorado Springs. My hatch 30 out of 50, not too bad. I'll put it under miscellaneous. Larry Finch, if you're still on, if you could let me know what you ordered, I will put that in the right spot. Otherwise, I'll just put it in the miscellaneous to keep track. Not 39. Excellent. Congratulations. Oh, crap. Jumbo Wild. Okay, hold on. Taking care of animals? Okay. Congratulations, Larry. Rich Ross says, first time hatching in the incubator I built with Terry's today and second day of the hatch. That is great and very exciting. Best of luck to you. J. Cole, it was Feather Sexable Jumbo. Okay, wonderful. There you are. Excellent. Thank you very much for letting me know that. I appreciate it. Chris says, hello from Ohio. 110 mixed eggs are due to hatch on Thursday of this week. Looking forward to see how many hatch in all the different colors as they feather out. Absolutely. Best of luck to you. Hopefully we'll see you next week with a great hatch rate. Jake says, are autumn amber eggs in stock? Autumn amber eggs are in stock about a week and a half out. But yes, they are in stock. Juju not talking to me. Leanne says, I'm excited to join as I just ordered a mix of 50 eggs. It'll be the first time. I'll be a first-time quail mom. I'm thankful for all your information. Well, that's wonderful. Glad I could help. Hopefully I can help further along. And best of luck to you. Hopefully in a couple weeks you let us know that you got a 90% hatch rate. So best of luck to you. Karen Taylor says, when do things slow down to order Schofield Silvers from you? Well, things aren't really going to slow down for us until September, October. But I mean, they're on the website. Take about a week and a half to get them. Once you order, week and a half, 2 weeks. Maybe a little less. Katrina says, how high do you need to put a bucket of water in order to have enough pressure to reach watering cups? How high do you need to put a bucket of water in order to have enough pressure to reach watering cups? Well, if you're doing gravity, the bottom of the bucket needs to be above where the watering cups are. It's that simple. Also, how much water weight needs to be in the bucket for appropriate measure? I would put an automatic waterer on there and just fill the bucket up, and then every time water is used, then the hose will automatically fill it back up, so then you don't have to worry about it. That's what we do. It's a little bit more complicated than that, but that's pretty much what it is. Trudy says, Clinton, Arkansas. 58 Jumbo went on into lockdown 4/11. That's great. Best of luck to you. Wish you the best. Hopefully next week you let us know that 58 hatched. Brooke says, hi from Northern California. Bought 50 sex links and 50 mix. 3 weeks now when we ship. You could text me and I can get with you tomorrow, but ordered 50 sex links and 50 mix 3 weeks ago. That doesn't sound right. If you want to message me, I can look at it for you. I'm not 3 weeks behind on sex links, though. Yeah, if you want to message me, I can give you an ETA. La Rochelle Farm says, I just checked the site and it is no longer working, so it looks like game over for them. Yeah, I did try to find it. I did, and it was really weird. So I found the site, couldn't find what I was looking for. I went to the search button, typed in quail, and then they showed up a couple different things, celadons and something else. And then I looked further down, and then immediately the page just went unavailable. And I was like, okay. So I was just thinking that, I saw what I saw, and then, my internet's been acting up, but I'm glad that it's not working. So that's great. But yeah, the only places that we sell is our website and eBay. And our eBay handle, I believe, is Jen. I think it's Jen Green 3 or something like that. Man, I really don't remember. But we've got an eBay store page. If you type in Myshire Farm, I believe it comes up. But Those are the only two places. So if you see our eggs on any other website or any other platform, that's not us. And if you could let me know, the La Rochelle farm was kind enough to let me know, and I looked into it. Um, I need to know about that stuff. But thank you very much. Um, Not talking to me. It's 1:30 a.m. here, so good night. Good night, everyone. We'll check out the return tomorrow at work, the rerun tomorrow at work. Well, thank you very much, Marius, for showing up. I really appreciate it. Brooke says, "Are your sexlings still gaining on average weight, nearly jumbo?" Yeah, the hens are. Uh, I think the hens are averaging like 10.3, and the males are averaging like 10.6. They're doing pretty well. They're doing pretty well. Samantha says, "Yay, that's great to hear about the eggs. Thank you. I forget, but great. I'm glad it worked out." Karina says, "One of my jumbo wild has a wing that is half white feathers. What would that be a recessive gene from?" Uh, it could have been one of the ones that we worked with to get the white wings, I would assume. Um, Colony community cage better than having a 1 to 4 separate together, but separate from the other 1 to 4 birds. What colony community cage better than having separates? It's about the same thing. I mean, I prefer the colony cages because then you can feed X amount of quail with one feeder compared to having 5 different feeder. Yeah, I mean, it's easier for you, and there's really no difference for the quail. Doug says, "What's your recommendation for humidity during setting and lockdown?" We actually have a hatching guide on our website. We also send a paper out with every order, hatching guide with every order, but if you go to our website at myshirefarm.com, you go to the blog section, and there is a printable PDF file of the hatching process and the hatching guide, what we recommend, temperature, humidity, and all that stuff. But long story short, we recommend 45% during incubation and 65 to 75% humidity during lockdown. Mark says, "Hi guys, just wondering, will you have more jumbo quail eggs available?" A week from today, I will be putting them back on the website, so I'm very excited about that. It'll be after our live Q&A next week. If you can, support the channel by hitting that like button. I greatly appreciate it. Victoria, Texas says, "Hello, Myshire question. Eggs go into incubator today, but I can't get my humidity back down since I prepped it yesterday, testing the nurture right." Well, that's not great. If your humidity is too high, you can drown the eggs. So, yeah, I'm not familiar with the nurture right. If you want, I would go onto Facebook, go to the Facebook group Newbie Quail Lovers, post the question, "Who has a nurture right?" And see if they can give you some advice on how to get that down. Andrew is in the house from Niagara County, New York. Welcome. Glad you're here. And your supplies went out this week. I hope that you already got them. And I am so very sorry it took so long. It has been crazy here. Steve says, "Good evening from Tennessee. Welcome." Life in Long Island, VC says, "Thanks for the advice on increasing humidity." Absolutely. I'd like to know if that helped you. So next time you hatch some eggs, let me know if that increased the ones that were fully developed that didn't hatch. Val says, "We have snow tonight in the UK. It was hot at the beginning of the week." That's insane. I had no idea. That's insane. Nicholas says, "Hello from Virginia Beach. If anyone is looking for a great candler, I suggest the IncuBright. It's by far the best and brightest for quail eggs, and I plan on ordering a second, raising quail almost 2 years." That is great. Congratulations. And yes, I highly recommend the IncuBright, and we actually have that on our website. It's a free shipping with any purchase of eggs, so I would definitely check that out. But yeah, I mean, it's perfect for quail egg. It's perfect for any egg. Andrew says, plan to order some colors from you to add to my Bob White and Meat Maker collection. Your channel got me interested in them. Just can't make up my mind yet. Absolutely. There is a lot of options. I completely understand that. Beth Reed is in the house, and hello from Arkansas. Beth Reed is actually my main moderator on the Newbie Quail Lovers site. And she has been doing a fantastic job helping me out. She's really taking the lead on a lot of stuff. So I cannot thank her enough. And newbie quail lovers, maybe this week, maybe next, but very soon, we'll be hitting 20,000 members on our Facebook group, Newbie Quail Lovers. It is already the largest quail group on Facebook. I'm very proud of that, very excited about it. And I think that's super cool. So, Beth, thank you. Victoria, Texas says, how do you lower humidity in double loaded both ports to test lock? Also, now I can't get it back down into 40s before eggs I received from you yesterday. I would assume the water's still in there. Again, I'm not familiar with the nurture right. I would recommend going to the Facebook group Newbie Quail Lovers and getting advice that way, because I don't want to speculate because I have no idea. Salvador's in the house from Puerto Rico, I do believe. Jay says, hi, Zach, question. I have a special needs pen housing a lame girl and her buddy. I integrated a blind boy from the main coop. Lame girl's buddy is not being very nice to him. Will this sort itself out? Probably not. Good, maybe. I would probably take the aggressor out, put them in just a box for about 5 hours, throw them back in there, and that should fix the problem. But that would be your best option. Mark says, thank you guys. Not a problem. I don't know what I did, but best of luck to you. Andrew says, is there anything that has surprised you about the quail you raised after all these years? Yeah, I'm sure there is. But, I'm pretty surprised on the whole jumbo thing that we've been doing. I'm really confused on why this hasn't been done before, because it just makes perfect sense. But on the same token, it's taken me years and years and years to come up with it. So I guess it just makes sense to me now because I've been working on it for a year and a half, 2 years. But yeah. But I really do think, and I'm not tooting my own horn. I'm not. I don't like that stuff. But what we're coming out with the jumbos, I really do think is going to change the quail world. So it's been a lot of work. Interesting. A lot of, I wouldn't say fun, kind of fun. Sometimes it's fun, depending how the process works. A lot of hard work, but very rewarding, seeing what we can do and what needs to change and how we can change it. And I really do think that it's going to be really exciting. I'm super excited about it. So yeah, there's still some things that surprises me. Sometimes I'll hatch some things out, and something that had no business hatching out of that. Like, there's no way that could have happened, and it does, and it's like, really? Sometimes that happens. Of course, I could have switched the eggs. I don't know. It still amazes me that quail chicks, I really do think that they are born with the intention to kill themselves. They find new ways to kill themselves all the time. It's phenomenal. Like, I actually am now just like, sometimes I just clap, and I'm just like, I just slow clap, and I'm like, I don't know how you did it. I don't know why you did it, but you just invented a new way to kill yourself. So congratulations. I don't get it. But they love to find new ways. It's amazing. So yeah, there's still things that that does that. A couple people were asking about the hatching process. Verna was so kind. Close to the bottom of the comments, she has posted the link to the hatching guide. You can print that out and look at it. I highly recommend you checking that out. I answered that. My Midwest Quail, welcome from Kansas. I have been to Kansas. Yes, I have. I have been to Kansas. Andrew says, things got the supplies. I understand things get crazy. It's been nuts. Pete says, I got your feather sexable eggs. Wonderful. I've been hatching eggs from them. What is hen to male ratio you should get? I get 2 hens for every 7 males hatch. Is that seem correct? Really nothing you can do about that. You're almost always going to have, I mean, it comes out to be a 50%. It's usually 50-50, 50 hens, 50 males. But it always really seems like you're always going to have extra males to hens. Always. I don't know why. I think all the hens are the chicks that find ways to kill themselves, but I don't know. But yeah, there's always going to be more males to hens. And Pete from Chicago. And I have never been to Chicago, ever. I would love to go to Chicago. I don't know why I haven't been to Chicago. I don't know when I'm going to find time to ever go to Chicago, but I really want to go. Chase is in the house. He's had some amazing hatch rates recently from our shipped eggs, so he is killing it. Congratulations to that. Beth says, I had a 3rd generation female from Myshire stock just weighed 15.8 ounces at 10 weeks old. That is nice. Congratulations. That is very nice. And yeah, I can't wait. Like, I want to tell you now, but I promised everybody that I would shut up about it. But I cannot wait to tell you what we've done with the jumbos and what we're introducing to the whole United States shortly. But I also think it'd be really cool to show you the process and then say, oh, by the way, they're now available. So I'm very excited about it. We've worked really, really hard on this. So, but 15.8 ounces, you can't beat that at 10 weeks old. That's fantastic. Congratulations. Jay says, thanks, Zach. Thanks, Zach, for your take on it. Lame Girl's buddy is a hen. Interesting. And I integrated them at pretty much the same time, so I was hoping you'd say that would just get used to each other. I would just take the aggressor out, put them back in. The reason I say that is because the other one will have pretty much domain over it, and the other one should start acting like it's like they're a guest rather than this is my place. So let's see. Rich Raw says buy or save those. What happened? Hold on. I got lost. Where did everything go? Oh, okay. It just came back up. Midwest Christian says, I have not read that one. Beth, not talking to me. Brooke says, should I keep my 10-week-old extra roos to introduce to my 4-week-old hens? I have 4-to-1 ratio with 4 extra roos. I wouldn't, no. I would use new roos that are close to the same age. But you could. I mean, you just might get the hens might get beat up a little bit more because the males are ready and raring to go, kind of thing. But I would use younger males if I were you. Again, support the channel by hitting that like button. I greatly appreciate it. Victoria, Texas says, I got 40s humidity, too much spillover. I wiped it all out. 80% humidity here today. Just going to try to keep in check. I got 40s would be fine for incubation. So you're doing just fine. Don't stress. Midwest Person says, what is your ETA on your announcement? Now I'm not going to sleep until we know. The ETA on the announcement will be, well, so next week, or maybe the end of this week. Yeah. Within the next week, week and a half, we're going to be doing a video on collecting eggs of jumbos and putting them in. And then I'm going to go through the entire process. So anything we do with those eggs or chicks once they hatch or live birds, anything we do of them, it's going to be videotaped and we're going to post it on YouTube. So collecting the eggs, candling the eggs, showing you how I collect from which cage and why. I mean, all of that. And then obviously every live YouTube, you can ask any questions about the video I posted. We'll show you the candling process. We're going to show you the lockdown process. We're going to show you when they hatch, how many hatch, the fertility rate, the hatch rate, and we're going to show you weight each week through the whole process. At the end of that playlist, I will introduce what we're doing. So it's still a while out. But here's the thing. We're already selling those eggs. I'm just not telling anybody what we're doing yet. But they are great. So don't worry about it. You're still getting it because I've pretty much redid the entire flock. And I can't just have, 600 layers of nothing I'm selling. So we are still selling them. I just haven't told everybody the great news. So it's okay. But I'm glad you're excited. Andrew says, right, that future announcement was has caught my ear, extra large jumbo. You'll have to wait and see. I'm very excited about it. It's a completely different way of thinking. So that is the only thing I'll say about it. It's a different way to do it. And it's worked out perfect for us. And I'm very excited about it. So, are your sparkly quail from the German sparkly line or a color that you created? The sparklies that we have are a mix of panda. Nope, I lied. It's a mix of pansy and wild. So we made we made the pansies feather sexable, and they're a little bit larger. So you've got a rare color that's feather sexable, which is really nice. So no, I don't know if we were the first ones to create it, but we did make it. We did create it. I don't know. I mean, somebody else could have made it too. I don't know, but we did create it. David says, just ordered my second batch of hatching eggs. Love what you folks do. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, David. Mark says, my humidity is around 50 to 51%. Is that a bit high? How long can they be okay with the humidity range? 50, 51 is okay. If you can drop it down to about 45, that's preferable. But again, you're not gonna drown the eggs on 50. You will drown the eggs at 70, 75 during incubation process because they're trying to develop. There's too much moisture going on in there. But 50 is not the end of the world. If you could lower it a little bit, I would recommend it though. Again, we're real close to hitting 100 likes. If you can, support the channel by hitting that like button. I'd really appreciate it. Row S is not talking to me. Midwest Kristen says frantically adds one of everything from Myshire to get the special eggs. They're already going out. This is going to be the first week that I actually use all 3 new projects plus the 2 that we're trying to grow for all the new colors we're going to introduce this year. The first time we're not putting them into the incubator. I'm actually going to use those for the corporate account so that I can get other orders out because having orders go this long is just, and I don't know if you can tell on the video, but I'm really getting a lot of gray hair in this thing. Yeah, I'm just trying to get all these eggs out, but I can tell you this, any new announcements, new colors, new jumbos, what we're doing with the jumbos, anything, you will hear first on the YouTube live video, guaranteed. Except for the playlist thing, because I'm going to be doing that. But it's on YouTube. But I'll explain any questions about it on the YouTube live. But before I announce it on the website or announce it on Facebook or whatever, you guys are priority. I will let you guys know first. So keep that in mind. Mark says, let me guess, your new jumbos now give live birth. They do not, but that would be super cool. That would save a big step. Let's see. Who built automotive says, how easy is it to drown eggs during incubation period? My humidity is floating between 53 and 60. It's getting a little high. I would lower it. You should still be fine. Again, it's more of the 70, 75%, but 60 is pretty high during the incubation process. I'd try to get that lowered a little bit. Don says, I have a few sparkling males with spotted, rust-colored breasts. Is this a fluke, or do you see this sometimes? No, sparklies are feather sexable. Rusty chest is the male. Speckled chest is the hen. As far as our sparklies go, the whole German sparkly thing was imported. Don't know anything about it, and we can't get it because well, doesn't matter. But our sparklies are feather sexable, so yeah, that makes perfect sense. Um, Brenton Cox says, hi, Brisbane Quail, Australia. Welcome, Brenton. I would love to go to Australia. I've not been there. La Rochelle Farm says, I'm taking a guess, Sex-Link Jumbo Wilds. Those will be this year. I would feel pretty safe already doing that. But I don't want to do it just yet. But yeah, that we'll do that this year. A lot of things it just takes so long, you know. Um, but yeah, they're already averaging over 10 ounces. I'd really like them to average about 10 and a half to 11 consistently before I announce it. But it's about 10.2, 10.4 consistently. So I mean, it's still over jumbo weight. But again, I've got some big announcements coming your way as far as what I'm going to be considering jumbos and things like that, and the standards that we now have. Um, so so we'll see. Um, let's see. Brooke says, which watering system would you recommend most for cleanliness and efficiency? I would probably recommend the troughs that Wynola Ranch offers. You can fit them on the outside of the cage so they're not pooping in it, they're not flinging stuff in it, they're not standing on it, they're not washing their feet in it or anything like that. So anything that's outside the cage, I would recommend. Um, let's see. These males' breasts are spotted like a hen, but rusty color. Yeah, the sparklies are a little bit harder to tell. It's mainly the color of the chest and not necessarily what it looks like. The hens are typically a very light color, almost white, and the males are that brown color. So again, that's pretty normal. 70-75% humidity okay during lockdown. That is what we recommend. So yes, it's perfect. Keep it there. Brenton says, I dry incubate in subtropical Brisbane, Australia, when the humidity is high. During the warm winter, I don't add lots of water. Brisbane Quail, Australia, from Brenton. Very cool, very interesting. We've never dry hatched here. It's just not in our area. It just wouldn't work here. But I do know that dry hatching works in high humidity areas. Absolutely. Velo says, I'm getting ready to move in the next few months. It's hard to wait. I really want to start hatching eggs. We'll be here when you're ready. I can guarantee you that. We'll be here when you're ready. Jamel is in the house. When can we expect the extra large shirts available? I actually should probably do inventory on those. Probably a few more weeks. I do need to look at that though. Don Cook says, what I figured out. LOL, thanks, Zach. Not a problem. But yeah, that is normal. And that was the last question, and we're right over the hour. So again, I've got some big videos coming your way. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you have not, support the channel by hitting that like button. It is free, doesn't take hardly any time at all, and just a touch of the button. I would greatly appreciate it. It makes me feel better. And then I can brag to my wife that I got 100 likes, and it makes me feel good. So if you have any questions, we'll be back on next Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I saw a couple texts while I was doing the video. I will probably not respond tonight because it is now going to be family time, but I will respond tomorrow when I do my phone. And thank you, everybody, for showing up. And remember, next Sunday is a very big Sunday you're not going to want to miss. We're doing the 18 and under giveaway contest with the Wynola Ranch cage. We're going to be letting you know about all the eggs that are going on the website. And I've got another small little surprise for you next week too that I didn't mention. But I was afraid I'd give it away. So until next week, I really appreciate it. Thank you all. Have a great night. Have a safe week, and we will see you next Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.